A couple of weeks ago, I received a package from a good friend and volunteer of mine. His name is Cliff Lowe, and he sent me his old Handmaiden Vest. This is his. This is Handmaiden the Quilt. And I just wanted to, I realized a lot of people don't know who Cliff Lowe is, and he was a really important volunteer, really important. Cliff took this title of the Handmaiden of the Quilt seriously and protected each block like a mother lion and her cubs. I am not exaggerating when I say that Cliff Lowe gave his life, personal and physical, to the care of the quilt. The amount of love and hard work he gave to the quilt could never be matched. I hope he is as honored to have worked with us as I know we were of having worked with him. Nobody has loved the quilt more. And Quilt, you will not be forgotten. I would never let you be forgotten. And here's a little picture of Cliff. I don't know if you can get that, but he's the second. This was at a 1991 parade. He was a lot of fun too, and I just love him dearly. Okay. Another thing about Cliff Lowe that people should know is he worked with a lot of different AIDS organizations. One he didn't work with, but he donated to the AIDS Grove tens of thousands of dollars. And the reason being is that he wanted certain people that he knew that had put their life into helping with AIDS into the circle of friends. He had many little tag names. One of them was the Madam of the Yellow Bordello. Don't ask me what that means. Quilt Slave, Grommet Slave, Quilt Lumper, which he was very proud of. In 1992, we were at the display in Washington, D.C., and it started raining, really more of a monsoon than anything else. And we ended up using the Pentagon parking lot to dry out the quilt, and Cliff was one of the people that was in charge of that, and he had to dry up thousands of 12 by 12s out in that Pentagon, and so they were really being lumped together. I mean, happened so fast, we just folded up really quick. And he was also a handmaiden of the quilt, which is what I think he took the most seriously. Handmaidens of the quilt are protectors of the quilt, and that's actually what they do, and he would have protected the quilt like a mother lion and her cub. He was also he could put that hat down and become very great at emotional support stuff, not only with piano makers, but also with myself. At times when I needed somebody to yell out, he would allow me to do that. But I can't stress enough how much Cliff worked endlessly. He worked all day as a parole officer, Alameda County parole officer. Then he would come in and for 10 hours work with us, brutal work. We just wanted to show you a close-up of Cliff's Handmaiden Vest. Handmaidens of the Quilt, like I said, are very important people who took it really seriously. He sent this to us, and I know that it hurt him to send it. Oh, and I wanted to show you, too, what I found just like Cliff, right in his pocket. A little note for quilt repairs, a needle, and there's thread in there, too. It really touched me when I saw that in his pocket. But so that's what they do. They would go around and make notes on things and answer questions, and basically were in charge of the quilt. So I know he wanted me to have it so that I could put it with all the rest of the Handmaiden Vest up here. Mine's up there. I don't have them all, but some people haven't died. But those are different people that have wanted it to be here because they're really important to us.